What is up, everybody? This is Mr. Extraordin back with yet another video. I'm not alone, as you can see. We have Bugmeister from Bugmeister Cool and of Meister Geek Media, and Steven Lohala from KC Media. Uh, I wanted to actually mention that Bug seems like he's from somewhere in the Samurai Jack universe. I don't know where exactly.
No,
Looks like a
it looks like a copy and paste cut out of Windows Paint. I know those images any day. I grew up on those. Like, I must
yeah.
paint.
And Devil seems like he's somewhere from the Maldives.
Yes, yes.
In the ocean.
I have to. I'm basically taking my summer holiday.
Mm.
No. I have to travel because I know there's a heat wave coming, so I have to travel off country so that I can survive.
Mm, mm.
Guys, let's become rich so I can move to Spain whenever it's winter. Like, as soon as someone tells me, it's September tomorrow, like September. Manuel, book the flight. We're going to our Spanish offices. Bye, guys. Yo, hey, it's
Speaking
hot.
of that, which rich villain would you want to be like?
Rich villain.
Mm.
The answer may surprise you.
Give me Aku money. Aku had everything.
Who?
Aku.
Aku.
Okay.
What about you, Mr. Extraordin?
That's a tough one, eh? I think Vendel. I think I would want to be like Vendel Savage.
Y'all are not dramatic enough. You know what?
Who's got the drama as a villain?
Victor Von Doom. That's me. Right there.
No, I
That's
like my
what
face, man. Like you
Ah.
gotta and imagine how heavy that thing is. You know why Doom's
Dude.
upset all the time? He
Dude.
has to carry that heavy armor all
And
the time.
imagine how his summers are like. I mean, is that thing?
What? His winters, he must be shaking in that thing.
Dude. When it's raining, what happens?
When he has to go to the bathroom,
Dude.
imagine you have to take off that plate of armor just to take just to take a bit.
Look, just who is more extra than him? The fact that he has to go around on his mobile throne for shits and giggles. Not he could
You know what made him extra is the fact that he messed up his own experiment and then was like, read, and it's like, dog.
No.
I'm sorry, it was like, what the hell did I do?
Like I tell my cousin all the time, Doom defeats Doom. It's never Reed never actually beats Doom. It's just Reed that's like, wow, this experiment is awesome. Did you compensate for this factor over here? Of course, Richards. I'm a genius. I would have figured 10 seconds later. Richards, you fool! What have you done? Like, I didn't do anything. You didn't do that.
No, and I'm like, you know what's petty about Doom?
Yeah.
Dude has a whole kingdom and he's mad at one family. In the whole of United States, it's one family that he's beefing with.
I was glitching over there.
No, I'm saying in the whole United States, it's one family that he's upset at.
And he will never forgive them.
Like that's like when that's why when he goes against T'Challa, it's interesting because you're like, finally this dude is kind of acting like a monarch. But when he's beefing with the Richards family, I'm like, dog, you're holding a grudge from what? From university. You for a mistake you made.
Why you are
and then he's like, I'm taking over the world. Bro, you messed up your own face. I don't understand.
You know?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, guys. Yes. Did you open already? Was I hallucinating?
No, I believe he did open. You're
I did.
Okay,
let's do this.
Guys, I'm going to level with you, right? Like I said, I was on the road yesterday. I was on the road for like 10 hours to Limpopo and back in one day.
Yeah.
So
wait, why did it take you 10 hours to get to Limpopo? Were you going to Guyana or?
Yeah, Louis Trichardt.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we literally got home at midnight. So we are here physically,
not spiritual.
Spiritually, we are between here and La La Land. So
you should have taken the Nimbus and Phipps.
Yeah.
How dope would it have been to know instant transmission? I'd abuse that thing.
I was gonna abuse it, eh?
or the Obito space time jutsu. You see that one with the eye? It looks so cool. That's the only reason I like it. Just decide where
No,
I
I
want to.
think instant transmission is better though. I think
And
it's
it is better, but it doesn't look as cool. I mean, literally a vortex opens through your eyes, and then you just gone.
No, that's
Imagine
true.
if I were to just appear like that in Parliament, like trying to make my demands. That'd be the coolest intro.
It's so dramatic, eh?
they would shoot you
The,
immediately.
the,
Witchcraft.
the bullets will go through me. I've got a
Well,
Peter's eyes.
I feel like you would have Obito's power, but I think you would be more like Orochimaru in a sense that even if you pass away, you would come up with a juice to make yourself disappear in the coffin and so like why people are you doing this? Like this was this predetermined? Like
I was scared for a moment because I think Orochimaru, but I don't like kids. I hate children. What am I
no,
gonna do those kids?
like you just know forbidden techniques just for the heck of it. Just
For for shits and giggles, yeah, that's me.
Guys, one day we must cover Naruto and we must just talk about
Oh yeah.
Orochimaru and dedicate a section to him because that man, yo,
The,
if there's
the,
anybody, they don't call him Die Hard for nothing.
the,
Yo.
straight up.
But
And
anyway,
without hands, you're busy fighting someone with your tongue.
but anyway,
how many times has Itachi taken care of this person only for him to come back like an annoying Zed? He's the only person that Itachi hasn't taken care of
basically,
let's talk
permanently.
about somebody else who's unkillable, Mr. Boo.
Yes, all right.
Last time we left off, we were talking about he absorbed Thingy and Vegito.
Yes.
He absorbed
No,
Vegito.
he had not.
Oh no, we
absorbed
talked about the
Vegito yet.
fusion. We talked
Yes.
about the fusion. We got to the fusion part.
Yes.
So we're back at the fusion. Cool design. I still don't understand the naming scheme. I'm very confused. Why is it Vegito?
Because
I
of the
think
Japanese, like in the Japanese version, it's Kakaroto, not Kakarot.
Oh.
So Vegeta and Kakaroto
Oh.
makes it Vegito. But since it's English and you have to, sync with the mouth and whatever.
I just thought it was thingy. I thought it was Akira just trying to give Vegeta a little bit more shine. Because he was like, I've been dogging you this entire saga. Let me let you have the dominant name of the fusion.
I like the explanation they make in the abridged series was like, I'm go.
Go! I won't say it. No, I won't say it.
Vegeta will never say it. Go.
You know what's weird? In the Funimation dub, he says Goku. He says
Wait,
Goku twice, but it's in filler, I think.
Even because he was looking for Goku after the whole Frieza thing, right? Because he went to look out for search for him, and he kept on asking people if they know Goku. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, cool design. You're right. Guys, is it just me? I know this is gonna be a bit of a tangent, but isn't Sasuke like a fused version of Trunks and Vegeta?
No.
Like character design wise.
Maybe character.
Not personality.
Maybe character does. Maybe, I don't know.
Blue and white clothing. You have this whole hair thing here, but then your hair at the back is like that. I don't know. Just seems like.
Now that you mention it, it kind of does. If I was an AI, I would most probably say yes.
Could be.
Could be plausible.
So let's talk about how
remember Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. I have watched that.
Plausible.
But anyway, let's talk about how Vegito is flexing and how two Saiyans in one body and they have all the power, and the first thing they start doing is they just start playing around. Homeboy just starts punching the air. He's just like, yeah, let's see how this goes. Attack me. And it's just like in Dragon Ball Z, if anybody says attack me, it's over.
If they offer you to give you
three signs. There's three signs you know you're going to lose a fight. If you attack first, if you start spamming key blasts,
yes,
or if you sense power and you go, oh, it's over.
or if they invite you to hit, if they take a hit, then you know you're screwed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And nothing happens to them or their clothes, then yeah.
Hi. The clothes part always gets me. Like, okay, we can get you survived, but your clothes survived being vaporized.
But why do you guys think that Toriyama invented the whole Patara rings thing? Do you think it was because he didn't want to do that whole time limit thing anymore in this fight?
I think he didn't want to draw the fusion. It's a very, complicated thing if you look at it, and especially when they have to animate it. You're going all the way here. You're doing this. You've got hands involved, and you're doing all of that stuff. I think he just wanted a short form thing, a shorthand thing to fuse these gears.
I guess so.
Okay.
Because remember, he's also tired at this point. He's also just like,
Yeah.
I want to be, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was also catching up with the anime. Hey, the animators don't play.
Yeah.
They'll release like an anime episode of a chapter that you did like 2 weeks ago.
And they do, and they did. I think we talked about how it was one of the major reasons why Super Saiyan Goku was blonde,
Yes.
because they didn't have time to ink all the hair. So like, leave it white.
Even this whole thing of Goku saying he doesn't want to fight in the cities. Yes, it makes sense because he doesn't want people to get injured. But in real life, Toriyama was
Doesn't want to draw.
cities all the time. Yeah. Buildings everywhere. No.
You know, it's funny you're speaking to somebody who was. I think one of the chapters in War Angel, it actually ends with the hero taking this guy out of the city, because I was like, yo, so many buildings, so many buildings.
And the perspective, and you have to make sure the perspective is sharp. You
It's
got to make sure
right.
that the lines right. Like, yo,
You guys, I don't know. Background work, I have the biggest respect for you guys. I
Yeah.
will always take my head off. You
Same
know what?
here.
If you
Same
if you had to come to me and say I do background work, I'll immediately say take a seat, put your feet up, take
You're
a rest,
hired. You're
take a
hired.
rest. But before I hire you or anything like that, take a break. I know the amount of work that you had to go through.
and the
Relax.
fact that they got to
you want me
animate it as well. Woo.
Do you, want me, do
Dude.
you want me to get you a cup of tea? Do you want some coffee? Do you want something stronger? I think you need a gin and tonic. But it's 8 o'clock in the
I think
morning.
maybe
I don't care.
that's why. I think maybe that's why I think all the fights are in the air, because he's just like, you know what? I'm just drawing green, and there'll be a cloud in the corner.
Yeah.
Punch each other, you two.
I mean,
And I'm sure even when he thought about the Namek Saga, it's like they're not civilized. They are not.
Just trees and green and blue everywhere.
Yeah, and some hut-looking houses, but
No, and like if you even look at the trees, like it's just a cylinder and a circle.
It's like
He
lollipops.
He didn't bother to try and detail any of the. It's a circle and it's a stick.
I mean, also look
They
at
look
Bleach.
like lollipops.
Look at Bleach. It almost killed him. The whole
That's
the
why.
whole Kurakara town invasion arc, all that.
That's why you see some of the panels in Bleach in the manga. No, it's just white backgrounds.
I don't
And
know.
he did a whole Hekemundo arc, which basically has nothing.
But it doesn't.
Hekemundo is just black.
He
It's
couldn't.
just sand.
Would never survive.
No. But
Anyway,
anyway,
that's our shout out to all backgrounders. You guys rock.
No,
And you're
I'm
strong. We
currently
salute you.
working on backgrounds as well, and it's just like, yo, how do you make this thing busy? How do you get the perspective right? Yeah.
it's messed up.
And the
So
worst part is
anyway-
if you make one mistake in that frame, you need to do basically the whole thing all over again. Oh.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
anyway, Vegito basically pummels Boo, and
In his base form, which was fun to see. He
was-
even goes Boo into making like a Vegeta-esque move, which was funny.
by the
There
way,
was-
I read somewhere that the base form, either the base form or the Super Saiyan form of Vegito is not canon. One of the two. I just don't
No.
remember.
The base form fight is not canon. A lot of that fight is filler, because he goes Super Saiyan immediately in the manga.
Mhm. Okay.
Which I mean, I prefer the base fighting and all of that stuff, and then he goes Super Saiyan just to really emphasize how screwed Boo is.
And
Mm.
also, I also like the fact that he's the only character to survive being turned into a fruit, into a jawbreaker, and it then literally breaks Boo's throat.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel like
smart.
I feel
It
like
was
episode,
smart.
but still.
It was smart, actually. But yeah, anyway, even in the canon version, because what happened was Boo turned him into Boo ate him, and then once they got inside Boo's body, they basically separated.
And they had to explain it to it's because of Boo's evil energy that interfered with the Potara because the fusion was supposed to be permanent.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make
Okay.
sense because Gotenks was the same thing happened to Gotenks, right?
Yeah.
But I
But
guess the
Boo
thing is, he
transformed.
couldn't. Maybe because the power was too great of Vegito, he couldn't absorb Vegito fully, but he could absorb Gotenks. So maybe it's him keeping them fused
No,
together.
the fusion did run out while Boo was inside.
Yeah,
While just was
it
inside.
did run out. But what I'm saying is,
No, I'm just talking.
his
Oh,
his
okay.
outfit changed.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it went from that Gotenks and then it went to Piccolo and then he ate Gohan.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
saying, were they not fused when thingy? Was Goten and Trunks not fused when they were inside of Boo? I think I
No,
remember them being fused.
no, they were separate.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I guess when you get inside Boo, you separate as a fusion. I guess that's the rule.
And they eat it. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so basically, Goku and Vegeta go to a mini adventure where they find some worm.
And that's when you learn Vegeta's disgusted by bugs.
Right. But
Because he was about to throw the heck up.
Well, the
if
thing is,
you
okay, but I'm saying like that's confusing because like Akira Toriyama later draws panels where Vegeta's like eating bug people. So I'm like, when did he get this phobia?
Like he's gonna throw up.
I think
Gonna throw up.
I think it's worms specifically.
Okay. Yeah, it's worms, perhaps, yeah. Because
I guess.
But that's why you start seeing him having goofy facial expressions. And for me, from that moment on, I knew that evil Vegeta is gone. Because once you start having goofy faces like that next to your rival and you're not fighting,
it's because he was because he
come
was
on.
with his rival.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had those faces in front of Bulma, that's for sure.
Or
But
Gohan.
okay, you are on a, I don't know, Vegeta
Oh.
hating.
I was just confirming what you said, but
Okay, but anyway, yeah, they get rid of the worm. They keep looking for Gohan and the rest of the gang, and I think they meet sort of like evil versions of those guys that they're looking for, but they're not. They're like, I don't know what to call
This is
them.
when you know the animators were making stuff up, I think, because they were just like, we
Yeah,
don't have enough story for these
yeah,
episodes. So,
yeah.
So let me explain. What had happened was apparently Boo's mental defense systems was that he could create mental projections of the worries that he absorbed. So then there suddenly was an evil Gotenks and an evil Piccolo and an evil Gohan that these guys were fighting. And because they were thought projections, they don't get tired or injured. And the only way Goku and Vegeta survived is that suddenly Bruce wanted to have some cake. So his thought went to think about cakes and cookies, and that's what all these warriors turned into.
Yeah, no,
So
these guys were smart at coming up with nonsense.
yeah, and a desperate team.
um.
Then
So
eventually,
yeah. Eventually they meet up with them. They see them. They who took who? I think Goku took the kids.
no, first it started with when they tried to rescue them. Boo finally realized that there are these people in his head or wherever he is, and he was having a literal internal battle, but it was with his entire body. That's when Vegeta had the bright idea of of taking out the fat Boo because he saw that whenever they attacked the fat Boo's capsule, Boo went out of his way to take the head.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh my god, my ADHD memory. Anyway, so then Vegeta pulls him out, giving the most irritating. Okay, well, not irritating. One of the most amusing speeches.
What did he say?
What did he say? I can't even remember.
Yeah, something to do about you and your ridiculous laugh and your ridiculous talk and your ridiculous swagger. Swagger, and you have to go about produce, and now finally when he yanked him out, everything went straight to hell. It was very funny how, like you said, Vegeta was becoming more of a relatable character. He had enough with this Boo madness.
Mm, mm.
I think he was also salty as the Majin thing didn't work out. I think he's also thinking, I blew myself up, and this guy came back immediately.
On top of that,
You're saving
he
the
also
person that you couldn't
he
kill.
and the person you sold your soul for was also holding back this entire time.
Mhm. That must have been frustrating.
Yeah, but
Like
there
I
was
told
also
you.
argument that Super Saiyan 3 is such an inefficient form that if Goku used it, it wouldn't have helped him in the fight, which I'm like, I don't think so.
No, okay. I
He
think
would have
it would have helped.
he would have vaporized. Okay, well, he would have beaten Vegeta.
Mm.
Oh, it would have been a tough fight, and then he would have won.
Why are you smiling like you're in a brochure?
Like it's in a what?
Like he's in a brochure. You know those brochures when they're
A cover.
advertising, yeah, when they're advertising those diverse parks or those, those diverse complexes, and they're just like, we all get along together here. We all go
Yeah.
together.
We are all
Or
friends.
those property, you know those real estate agents.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
about to say something else, but I might get cancer, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
Anyway, yeah. So as they keep getting out, obviously Blue is fuming, literally.
Yeah,
Um,
and they use the fact that Bu's fuming to get himself out because they found the places where those vents open up in his
yes,
head.
yes. And I think what happened? I think it burned Goku's butt. One of them. It was steam. It was like steam, right?
Yeah,
That was a funny moment because Goku couldn't, he couldn't, he couldn't basically touch his bum because he's busy holding these things
yes.
and he's moving his bum, and Vegeta's like, "What are you doing, you clown?"
Yes, there is. You have your arch nemesis.
Anyway, so yeah, obviously everybody floats in the air and
Yes, and everybody gets
gets
out,
back to normal. Yeah,
and
and
then
yeah,
we
then
see
we start seeing a different Bull now.
the ever famous, ever loved Kid Buu, the embody
Apparently, he's the original version.
the embodiment of chaos itself.
That retcon was strange because I was just like, wait a minute. I mean, King Kai didn't tell nobody about Kid Buu. Like there was no preparation for Kid Buu whatsoever. And this is when I like King Kai, or not King Kai, Supreme
Supreme
Kai.
Supreme
Kai.
guy.
Supreme Kai, my guy.
He's an
Uh,
unreliable
Dude,
narrative. Like, yo, bro, couldn't you have said this from the
Supreme.
beginning?
So, you know, that's what I like about the Abridged series. They actually show just how much of an asshole Supreme Kai actually is, because the more you think about it, the more you realize this guy is the most biggest douchebag I've ever seen.
no, I was mad at King Kai from jump because like I was just asking questions. I'm like, why didn't you tell anybody that this Kid Buu dude it doesn't he shoots first, hits later? Why don't you tell nobody that there's a black Buu? Why don't you tell nobody that you know that what's this Buu can absorb people? Like you know
No,
all of it.
this
Oh,
fat
he
guy is the
can
weakest one. It's the weakest version.
is the weakest version, or you had to go through an entire episode, literally an entire episode of him explaining how this fat Boo became fat Boo because he apparently there were originally five, or was it four or five? There were four Supreme Kais with one divine fat being thing.
Because I think it was what north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why that five Boo idea would have been so cool, even if they kept all the nonsense as it
Yeah.
was. Like if every character got to fight their own Boo, and
Yeah.
then towards the end it takes a team effort to kill the last Boo. I think that
Yeah.
would have been really cool.
I agree. I think it would have
Well,
made
it's your idea. I'm just co-signing it.
would have made a better story, definitely.
That being said, Kid Buu is my favorite Buu because yeah, shame.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah,
that guy doesn't waste time. Yo!
the guy just said, you know what? I'm done. I am here. What am I supposed to? What am I doing in this dirtbag planet? Is everyone dead? Oh, everyone's dead, Moose. Okay, fine then. Let me destroy this planet.
And it doesn't speak, okay? Like it doesn't actually
Nah.
say anything. There's no
The,
dialogue or
and the
monologue.
fact, one of the signs that show how strong he was that he fires a blast to the earth, and it was so strong it could have destroyed the planet that Vegeta had to shoot a key blast to deflect it.
Oh yeah?
That's how it starts. And then he sees, oh, these guys are trying to stop me from destroying the planet. He puts up his hand. Then this huge ass. That's when Goku said, this blast could destroy the Earth 20 times over.
Mm.
And there was nothing they
What
could do to stop it.
wasn't didn't Goku send everybody to warn people or something like that? Because I think I remember there was a scene where Piccolo went to a certain city and people were afraid of him and he started laughing.
Oh no, that's during the fight. That's at the end of that's during the final battle.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Yes, yes.
When
Oh, when
Oh
they
yes.
gathering the spirit bomb energy. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
But
And then what's this? That's when Goku grabs Dende and
And
what's
Hercule.
this Hercule. And Vegeta was mad at him. It's like, why don't you just grab the strongest guy in the show right now who could have taken Kid Buu? Why did you grab Hercule and say to
I look, guys, like always say that Vegeta, I'll always be a Goku supporter over Vegeta any day, but even I have limits. And that one, that one is sort of like, not just, don't come after me and say when I say that Goku is a bad father, your own child, your own boy.
And this is the first time in the whole of Dragon Ball Z where Gohan dies. This is the first time
Screw him.
ever
Who-
throughout
God,
the entire series where Gohan technically dies. But also, like, for me, it's like the banter between Goku and Vegeta. It's as if Vegeta's like the older brother who
because
thinks
technically he is.
who thinks way more logical
Yeah,
than Goku.
well, he is older than Goku, so it makes sense. So it's like, guy,
And I guess Toriyama, I don't know if Toriyama was just freestyling or if he really thought about it because, in as much as Goku chose those people, they were needed. Those they were necessary. Both of them were necessary for the plot, and that's crazy. So I
that
don't know if it was deliberate or not.
I mean, the thing is, the argument is that if they grabbed Gohan and Ultimate Gohan fought Kid Buu one on one, he would destroy him. So they wouldn't need the Spirit Bomb or anything because it would have just been KO or game over. But I think the thing is that Buu has the tendency to absorb people. So I think the thing is that if since he was fighting people who are technically either on his level or weaker than him, it was a character flaw in Boo that Boo wouldn't absorb anybody. So it was a surefire way to kill him, other than if he fights somebody stronger than him and then tries to absorb people. I guess that's the only way
that
I rationalize it in my head.
that is a lot of plot armor to give Toriyama. I am so sorry. That is giving him way too much credit. Way too much. I am so sorry. I want to agree, but wow, that's an epic level thought no jutsu right there.
Thought no jutsu. Serious.
No, the answer is simple. It's Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is the Goku show. And at that point, he just
Yeah.
decided to discuss like, what? Screw this thing. Screw this millennial disappointment. I'm sticking with my old OG character. That's how it started. That's how I'm signing it out. Full stop. There's none of this passing the baton. He was so sick and tired of this. Like, imagine if Gohan did defeat Buu, then let's just say, we love this thing. We need to keep going. What else was he going to do? So he's like, you know what? Screw Gohan.
Yeah,
Goku
but
can't finish what you
the
started.
thing is, they kept it going anyway. So he could have just. I mean, personally, for me, I would have preferred it if Vegeta beat Boo. So then, at least all
Yeah.
three Saiyans have like like a major. They all of them
Yeah.
have like a major villain that they've beaten, and
Yeah.
that if Vegeta
Hmm.
beat Boo through his sacrifice, it would have been marking like either like a different angle and direction for the character. I think there was a way you could have worked that out if you had to do it in the configuration that he had to do it. And I like the end. I like that it took a team effort in a sense to build up this spirit bomb. Also, I like the fact that it's the spirit bomb because Goku's not a person who just likes to fight. Otherwise, he wouldn't use a spirit bomb. Like
Right.
it's a team move, literally. You can't do it without somebody backing you up. Every time you've seen him done it, someone has to help him do
But
it.
I don't know if this was in Team Four Star. I don't remember, but there's this thing of in the Reddit saga, no? Or it's the same saga when they were fighting Reddit. Piccolo says, "No, let me charge up." You basically
Yes.
stole, and
No,
Goku
Yeah,
is
no,
getting a beating of his life.
it's Team Four-Star. It's like
yeah.
if I had my arm, we might have a chance, but I need to charge his special attack. So I need
Right.
you to hold him off. Oh, that's not a problem for about 5 minutes. But
And
and
consider,
given the beating he's been giving me, well,
nah,
you can
you
handle it.
Right.
Then
Then
against Frieza,
Goku gets his revenge against Frieza.
Frieza is like, well, there's the spirit bomb, but I need both hands to use it. And for about 5 minutes, but considering the beating he was giving me, well, you can handle it. And then Piccolo was like, did you
did
just
you
hold a
just hold a
grudge?
grudge?
So I feel like it's the same situation with Vegeta and Kid Buu here, because wow, Goku took forever, eh? And Vegeta got a beating of his
No,
life,
no,
bro.
no,
He
no,
gave
no, no,
epic
no.
speeches while it was happening, and he got a few shots in. But
So
Guys, why are we skipping the important part of this fight?
which one?
Okay, wait,
which
wait,
one?
wait. Let's give first. Let's summarize. The Earth got destroyed. Poor thing. They got for some reason Goku chose to send these people to the planet of the Supreme Kais. And given how far it is, that is like wow, your instant transmission. Oh, not not just the afterlife's after dimension. That's how far you ran because he saw Kid Buu.
That yeah, he realized that I guess beam was so strong that he was probably gonna reach the afterlife. But yeah, Boo started going to all other planets, right? And
No,
destroying
he
all
He
other
went
went
to
planets.
the afterlife to beat people
he
up in
went
the
to the
afterlife.
afterlife and he beat them up. I was
Because
like, guys,
I remember Krillin was petrified that
I,
Boo was coming.
no,
No,
like
like that's the thing though. Like if I'm already dead and you're coming to the afterlife, what are you
imagine
achieving here?
what more do you want from me?
Meanwhile, Yamcha is busy fighting people that Goku fought in the afterlife. You remember that guy with the blonde hair?
Yeah, and
Oh,
somehow he's
Dragon
holding
Ball.
his own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before Goku fought Pycon, he fought this guy with long hair.
yes, I remember.
Oh,
And it's
hey.
like, oh, now you're confident because you're dead. So you can fight
You're dead.
yeah,
Yeah,
so now you're
No,
fighting these people
I
that you
think
could have fought.
I think some of the animators were like fans of Yamcha, so they're just like, I know Akira just doesn't care about this character. I'm gonna give him something.
no,
It's the same as when they
Inyana,
go to the lookout.
Inyana, something.
It's the same when they go to the lookout. I don't know if that's Phil. I think it is, but it's the same when they go to the lookout and they fight those Saiyans in the thingy, and they fight those Saiyans in
In the
the
future,
yeah or
in that
whatever.
little
Oh yeah,
pool
that
of
was
time
filler,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
That
and
was
I'm just
filler,
like,
but still,
Tien and Yamcha are actually doing things, and I'm like, is this canon?
they were,
I don't know because
they were the only two survivors. Krillin and Chaozu
And
were taken
Chaozu.
out almost immediately.
Yeah, you know
And
what it
Chaozu, I mean,
shows
yeah,
you? It
yeah,
shows you, for me, it shows you that the animators had basically placed Yamcha and Tien on the same level. Because I don't know if you guys remember, even when they were fighting against the Cell Juniors, there was a point where they teamed up
yeah.
to tackle one of the
Because
Cell Juniors.
in that mind, Yamcha and Tien was supposed to be like what? Tien is like the reigning champion, and Yamcha was the first contender. So there's
Mm.
always that little rivalry of the humans. These two are always trying to outdo one another.
I do wanna. That would have been cool
And
if it was
enter
Ken.
Toriyama. Enter Toriyama.
Like Toriyama was like, who?
Who?
Who's
How,
that?
how dare you
Never
treat
heard of
Yamcha
him.
like? How dare you treat Yamcha like this?
I know. I'm sure he even gets surprised. Who is this character with a scar on his face? Is that Goku from the future?
Is that Gohan? Future Gohan?
Is that Gohan? I've never seen this person before. Like it's it's Yamcha. Really?
Really?
Who's that?
No,
Who's
Akira,
that?
like Akira's a hard person to be a fan of sometimes. It's just like, bro, I love what you do. I love your paneling. I love your style. I love the pacing of your fights. I love how you inject fights, like story into your fights. For example, like that whole thing about Goku, he fights in the air because of this new power. And then as soon as he gets adjusted to it, he floats down to the ground because he wants to be a martial artist again and all of that stuff. That subtle differencing and all of that stuff is great. But dog, you forget about your own story way too much. Like I don't know how long the other how long was the other manga that he did before he did Dragon Ball?
I don't know. You're talking about Arale.
Really, yeah.
What's it called
Comment
again?
below.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone comment below. But
I know someone.
I just have a feeling it wasn't as long as Dragon Ball. Because I mean, if you look at Dragon Ball and as a whole, it's not as long as other mangas. Like I think JoJo went longer. Yeah, JoJo did go longer. Naruto went longer. One Piece, obvious. But what's this? I don't think it was like a long standing thing because I think the longer it went on, the more he forgot stuff.
Dr. Slump. Let me check
Yeah.
as we speak.
So I like the thing is with Akira, it's just and then also the problem is Akira will forget and then he will beef with you as a fan, and it's just like no, I read this.
So
Like I made this.
so Dr. Slump was published from 1980 to 1984.
It was 4 years. Like that's short compared to
4
Dragon Ball Z.
years. 4 years times 52 weeks equals how much?
Yeah, I'm not doing the math right now.
208.
Okay, so let's say about give or take 200 chapters.
I'm bad at maths, guys. Don't judge me. Just because I got it right this time around doesn't don't mess with the calculations.
That's why I didn't even start that conversation because but Dragon Ball it was from 1984 until 1995.
So at least 10 years.
Jeez.
So at least 520. Anyway.
But the point that I'm saying is that the longer it went on, the more he just started forgetting stuff, and it was just like, man, like
I don't blame you. If you have a deadline of a week, I mean every week you have to come up with something. What are the chances that you're gonna go back to chapter 117?
No, but the thing is, you gotta have like some sort of editors or something. Like you gotta like just hire some staff members. Hire someone that reads your stuff and just says, "Hey, chief, you made this character do this before." Oh, I did. Okay, do something.
But at that point, I think him and the editors were like here with each other because how many times was he? I mean, after the Cell arc, I would understand how pissed off you'd be with with the editing stuff. I'd be like, guys, here's the stuff. Just go and run with it. I'm sick and tired of y'all.
And probably someone said, "We don't want this pink fat guy to be the main villain again."
Again, why are you fat phobic? What's that? Never heard of it in 20 years time.
I'm gonna do a thin black one then. They're like, no. Okay, I'm gonna fuse them.
Why?
Jeez. They're like, no. Ah, my goodness.
He's so. And that's when he put his fight down. Like, okay, then like he's so tough and muscular. Then the editors are like, we love him, keep him. And then he thought, you know what? Gonna make him a kid. Like, what? Why?
And he's not even gonna have any dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna make it seem like Supreme Kai knew all along.
Why? And what you've got a point. I think the most Boo says is "I'm Boo, me Boo kill you." That's the only thing.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything else because there's no memorable line from Kid
Ah!
Buu.
But let me just explain that fight between Goku and Kid Buu. That fight, I think it is my favorite fight. It's the one that I recorded from beginning to end of the whole Buu arc.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku, no?
Yeah. From the very beginning, the moment he lands at the planet of the Supreme Kais, I press record. I
But
skipped all the
also
other crazy stuff. But
the fight between the Boos was not bad at all. Majin and Kid
mm,
was
mm.
not bad as well.
that whole fight sequence, the story that I think, how do I put this in human words? I think the whole plot of the Buu arc was building up to that fight, to those fights. Because from the moment Buu lands at the planet of the Kais with Goku and Vegeta, the fight and the plot suddenly made sense.
Yeah.
In that there's a build up, there's
Mm.
competition, there is tension, there's build up, there's problems, calamity befalls them. So it suddenly it felt like the old Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, for me, from when they get out of Boo, from that moment when they got out of Boo, it felt like the old Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, because up until then it was just utter chaos. I didn't understand. We were watching it, but we weren't
Vegeta
feeling
was
it.
dope. I would have liked to see more Vegeta, but as soon as they said, he's not fused anymore, it was unfair, and I was like, yeah, there, well, one, yeah, same DNA, right there.
Say, what hot? Rock, paper, scissors, and that's what gets me laughing. The way that's not a fusion dance. Those damn Saiyans. That's too.
Because the other thing, I think
Meanwhile,
Kid Buu was sleeping, right?
Kid is like.
Oh yes, he was.
For a character that doesn't talk much, he has so much swag and disrespect in everything he does.
Dude, I mean, some of the things he was doing, like moving like this.
He was dancing in front of Vegeta like, you're nothing. You're nothing.
No, I think the character had a lot of personality. Yeah, I mean, again, I think you could see Toriyama was fraying at the seams because he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, which is weird because he's so gung ho for Super. So I'm like, Gante, what happened? But anyway, or did the merchandising money come back and he was like, and I was gonna give this thing up.
It's not even that. Somebody was I forgot, Jack's Blade. You should subscribe to his channel. Awesome guy, good trainer.
I love Jack's Blade.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know him.
He explains it
like the tunes.
Yeah, he explains it as saying that Dragon Ball Super is like that old man who watches all the new kids run around in the playground playing their games and they're thinking, yeah, I'm playing like they used to. Let me show you let me show you how you used to do things back in my day. And then he gets up and then he fumbles up because nobody knows what's going on anymore. That's what Dragon Ball Super is. Dragon Ball Super is like that old man who should retire, There's there's that one teacher who sits there watching kids play the football and saying, no, they're not playing like you're not playing professional.
Back in my day.
And I'm thinking, why aren't you at the Olympics or something? Stop. Yeah. We are kids.
Yes.
This is our place.
It's like because I used to play soccer in high school, and it's like that coach who's overweight and he's in his 50s and he's like, when I was your age, I used to run this block 30 times. I used to run up and down. We had to carry bricks on our head, and we're all looking at him like, Chief, I know you're lying.
You're capping. You are so capping. You are the water boy, my G.
We had to hop. I scored 50 goals. I was the best in top and what. And I was just like, Chief, your body does not tell me any of these things.
The best cartoon film that has ever done something like that is Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, where the Joker starts saying things like, "The real Batman would never." He says, "You see, you're used to your old ways. What would happen? What you would come up with an elaborate plan. You would laugh by yourself, and Batman will try to figure it out. No, and he would keep quiet. He wouldn't say anything. So the fact that Tim was talking so much, it bothered the Joker because he's not used to
Yeah,
having the
stop
Batman
laughing at
speak.
me.
Yeah, stop laughing at
Yeah, Terry just
I
started
was like,
opening a roasting session.
and it worked.
worked.
That
Actually,
was
I hope we can do a Batman Beyond.
Mm.
I did like the cartoon. I did like the cartoon, and I did like the concept again. I mean, I'm not a big legacy character guy, but like, yeah, that's one of the ones where I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Bruce Timm was in his prime, guys. Like, I think he saved DC.
Yeah, but he's also done some things where I'm just like, but why though? But anyway, we'll get to that when we get there.
Yeah,
We shall get there.
Batman and Harley Quinn doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, we'll get there when we get
And then I wanted to add to this whole back at the uh,
at the ranch,
back
or rather, the
at the
Supreme
Dragon
Kai
Ball Z.
Planet.
Yeah. The other thing I also wanted to add is that they also the way they figured out how to lure Boo to come to the planet was that okay, he can sense our energy. Let's just power up. That level of thinking was missing throughout most. Once again, cunning Vegeta. Where was he?
Like we've said this, I think, probably like 4 times already.
Yeah.
When he's weak, he thinks.
When he's strong, it's out the window.
There goes any semblance. His strength comes with a debuff of intelligence. So the fight begins. Goha, what's his name? Boo starts doing his. That is the coolest power I've seen ever. I'm sorry. None of this constipation screaming. Ah, no. Oh, 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 oh.
Like that's the thing about like Kid Buu though.
And
Like
everyone's like,
what makes him memorable, and I think also it's a testament to Akira's skill because like the fact that he came up with this thing while he headed up to here with Dragon Ball is still like, yeah, I gotta give him respect, even though he frustrates me. But like he knows how to inject a lot of personality into a character without even
how it
saying
works.
anything.
You know?
I mean, even like with Frieza and with thing and with Cell, when they transform and they get to their final forms, they don't even say anything for like the first 5 minutes.
They're super
But you get
serious.
you get to see how much personality and character they have. Like
Yes.
Frieza just stands there and he just looks at them, and you just know you're in danger. And
Yeah.
then with Cell, you could just see him testing out his body, and you're just like, oh no. Like he's
Looking at
just
his
looking at
arms
his
and
hands and his arms.
yeah, it's like,
So like
yeah.
yeah, you did the same thing with Kid Buu, and it's like it's part of what makes Kid Buu memorable.
Mm.
And the way the fight starts, Goku jumps up, teleports to the sky, bashes him in the face. Nothing. He keeps powering up. Then Goku kicks him into a mountain. Only then does Kid Buu decide, okay, you know what? Let me shoot this guy.
Oh yeah.
And Supreme Kai is just watching.
No, Supreme Kai is gone. He booked it. He's the only other guy with instant transmission. He took
The
the
most
old Kai
useless.
and he
Oh
took
yeah.
Dende and they took the crystal ball and they ran. Then they
The
realized, oh no, we left that old man, that other guy and his dog behind. And then those old guys like that poor dog.
Wow. So he clearly doesn't care about Hercule.
no, like
That's why
my thing is with the Supreme Kai, I was like, how is King Kai more useful than you and he's on another planet?
Dude.
King Kai was more useful than him in the afterlife. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you need to get, you need to get through. You need to understand about King Kai. King Kai actually is proud of his favorite student. He may complain about Goku, but he is. You can see he's like the proudest because no one else mastered the Kaioken like Goku did. No one else got the gist of the spirit bomb like Goku did. And whenever he sees it, that's why he's got this vested interest in all of his fights because he's seeing his star pupil. He's like, oh, how does my Goku, don't fight against Frieza. He's too powerful. But then he sees, oh wow, that's my student, y'all. Look at him go.
Because I genuinely think King Kai is the best master that Goku has ever had. Because
Korin was good.
Who?
Korin was pretty good.
No, they are good, but I'm saying he's the best because the teachings, the techniques that Goku uses going forward, that actually defeats the villains. Like King Kai's techniques.
No, but you gotta give it to Roshi as well. I mean, how
The
many
Kamehameha.
Kamehamehas?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Except for that one, that
Yeah.
turtle devastation wave. That move.
And also,
I love that
the
TFS thing. I love
basic...
that Sorry, sorry. I was just saying, I love that TFS thing where it's like, Cell, you can't beat me with your stolen techniques. It's like, oh, you're gonna beat me with your stolen techniques.
Like what?
It's like solar flare.
Technique.
And
then
TN is
Piccolo's like, it was Piccolo. It's like, actually, Goku, you do. What? What about the Kamehameha? That was Master Roshi. The solar flare, that's mine, thanks. What about the Kaioken? Goku, I don't know. What about the spirit from Goku? I'm watching this match. Do not try me. Hi, King Kai. Did I develop the Kaioken? My name is on the technique. Goku steals stream.
No, original copy ninjas. The Sharingan concept for Naruto, it came from Goku. He sees something once, copies it.
Yeah, and that's funny enough. If you look at one of the level of mastery is how somebody can implement something that can beat him into their own. I think that's...
Wait, what? Can you just repeat what you just said now?
The level of mastery is shown by how well you can implement something that was designed to defeat you to your own. I remember what my father used to say back when I was watching Formula One with him days on end, back in the height of Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher, one of his unknown talents is the way he can scan somebody's car whenever it beats him. So whenever he lost a match, like you are second or third, he would literally go to the car, circle it, and my dad knew that guy is scanning that car. But the next week, I kid you not, whatever new technology they've implemented, he's added to his car. Suddenly, the car's competitive again. That's why of all his rivals, his younger brother Ralph Schumacher was the guy who kept him away from his car whenever he won. It's like, yeah, I won, brother. Look, I won. Let's go.
Bye.
And because of that, that's the same with Goku. If Goku sees something and he says, okay, this is kind of cool, I'm going to use it for myself, especially if he knows that its weaknesses are not that bad. Like, he'll never use the multiform because it's dumb.
Yeah. And I guess that's why Piccolo had saved that special beam cannon. And he only showed it at the end.
Yes.
Like, this is a power that I had saved for you, buddy.
Yes.
And also, Goku was blocked by Raditz's big hair, so he couldn't even see how the technique works. I'm sure if he got to see it, he would have used it.
You would have used it over and over again. I was like, oh, so you do this.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know where we go.
Oh, okay. I can still narrate this part because I'm having fun right now. Because I think the sleepiness is I'm riding that high when you're super sleepy, but you're talking about something exciting and the dopamine is hitting you. So I'm gonna ride it for as much as I can right now. So let's go, kids.
All right. Yeah. So we were talking basically about how the fight starts and Bruce transformation. King Kai was watching and
so
all
King
of that
Kai
stuff.
took everybody to the elephant. And Hercule is the only one that was left watching.
And of course, let's not forget Bruce Wagner's music. I'm gonna talk about Bruce Wagner's music until the end of time, because that theme song of Android 19, when it hits, the moment when Goku realizes, oh, okay, Majin Buu is back. I vaporized him with this gigantic key blast, but it did nothing. The moment he decides to fly up and Buu teleports down, and then the Android 19 song hits, you just knew action is about to start. Nah, and the pace. I was like, yeah, no, we are back. We are back at it, folks. grabs
That's
him
the
by the
thing
neck.
about like the Boo
Oh,
Saga. It's like it's very up and down.
It's
It's
very
very
up.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
and this is where Vegeta's basically realizing, you know
Vegeta at that point was doing the coolest thing, standing there and looking like this. There's an explosion happening right in front of him, and the fire face down, and he's just standing there like this. Like that is the only time I'll admit that Vegeta looked cool.
what? But didn't he?
Devil,
Isn't it
Devil.
where he was actually like thinking to himself that yeah, he is the best. Goku is the best. Like yo, I
It
just
hap-
can't.
you see,
Yeah.
that happens afterwards, and I wanted you to admit it, because that's after Goku. Boo shoots a massive ki blast that almost destroys the planet, it terraforms the planet, lightning and everything, and then everybody's panicking, like, "Oh no, it's over!" And then the old Kai's like, "No, it isn't. Look at Goku. That is not that is not the look of someone's defeated. That is the look of a champion." And then he transforms to Super Saiyan 3, and then the cloud. He literally blows the clouds right off the planet, and you can see this whole there's a whole atmosphere of clouds that is just floating away from an entire gigantic planet. That's when you realize that this Super Saiyan 3 it was borderline OP. Let's be honest.
No, no.
And
But
then
And
I
that's
feel
why
like
when
I
they
feel
say
like we
that
didn't really
Gohan is
know.
when they say that Gohan is stronger than Super Saiyan 3, that's why you're like, yeah, Vegeta was right. You probably should have grabbed Gohan.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
then of course the fight happens. An awesome fight, guys. Watch the fight. I can't explain the whole fight to you because I can. We'll be here until tomorrow. I will.
Nah.
I will.
Yes,
I'll like explain it frame by frame. How the
I
fight
believe you.
starts. Because
I
first,
believe you.
look, he transforms to Super Saiyan 3. He lands on his pillar. Boo's standing there, standing to the side. Boo's like this whole time. And then he laughs. He looks at him like that.
Oh yeah, I
That's,
remember that.
that's how the fight starts. There's no, oh, I can feel your power or anything. Excitement, headbutt, huge fight. Pick Vegeta standing like this again. Goku gets tired. Oh yeah, Goku shoots a massive Kamehameha, gets very tired. Piccolo decides to jump in.
Piccolo.
And not Piccolo, Vegeta.
Oh, yeah.
Vegeta jumps in. Vegeta cuts off Boo's legs. He grows them again. I don't know, like, why do you keep shooting his legs off then?
No, I think Vegeta, because Vegeta has experience fighting a Boo. I
Yeah.
think he was just like, I need to distract this guy so that
Yes.
Kakarot can
No,
power
but
this thing up.
at that point, Goku was out. Literally, Goku hits Boo with a massive Kamehameha. Boo comes back as multiple little Boos, shoots all the Kai blasts at him. Goku then tries to power up, turns to normal base level Goku, passes out. Then Vegeta says, "I think it's my turn to come in." And they're like, "Yep, take it away."
Yes.
Then he fights. Then Boo does his dance thing. He's like, "How dare you!" Shoots off his legs. He grows them again. And then when he's like exhausted, Boo ends up in front of him like this. He does the Gohan thing. For a character that hasn't seen much of the Dragon Ball Z universe, he sure is copying a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
And that's when Vegeta's like, I'm no match for him. I
yeah.
can't beat him.
Yeah.
Then Goku headbutts him again, and then it's like, I'm sorry, Vegeta. I'm sorry to butt in, but I think it's my turn again, or something like that. Some heroic line. He transforms to Super Saiyan 2. He transforms again to Super Saiyan 3, uses some psychic push thing. That's when Vegeta starts making the speech. How does he do it?
Mm. As he's speaking, you see Kid Buu choking Goku with his thing.
And then of course Goku uses his original technique.
And fighting.
No,
Yeah,
but it has Boo bit him first.
Buu bit
Like,
him
how
first.
dare you?
Yeah.
That's my move. Then he says the line. Everyone says the line with me. Come on, say it.
Kakarot, you are the best.
You are better than me, Kakarot. You are the best. He said it. He said it. Admit it.
That's the thing. That's the
Admit
thing.
it. He said it.
Develop.
I was waiting for 3 episodes for you to admit it.
But that's the thing, though.
What?
This
What?
is the character progression. You
But we
can't
never
say
said
he
that
sucks
Vegeta
when
is
he
the
has
best,
character
though.
progression.
We didn't say Vegeta is the best. We're just saying that Vegeta is a great character.
Yeah, I don't understand what the beef is here.
Dude, that is the ultimate acceptance that he is the bitch.
And that's why I like GT, because GT, he moves past that stuff and it's still awesome.
Man,
Mm,
this is a
But
blasphemy.
I'm trying to understand what happens for them to start thinking about that whole spirit bomb and
Okay.
getting people to raise their hands. Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked. This is what happens.
Right? Encyclopedia. I
The
read.
encyclopedia. Ding! This is what happens. Goku and Boo have another, or rather, first Boo shoots Goku with a massive Kamehameha. He thinks he's
Mhm.
dead. Then Goku shoots him with a Kamehameha. It was one of those best. There's always a season where Goku says the epic Kamehameha line in each season, except for the Frieza arc. He never says the Kamehameha in Frieza. I don't know why. Anyway, uh, that moment he shoots the Kamehameha and then Boo tries to deflect it back and it cuts off both his arms. That's when Goku realizes, man, I'm getting tired. And oh goodness me, Goku tried every trick in the book, redirecting ki blasts. Yeah, shame. He tried everything, and then that's when Vegeta comes up and says, "Dude, finish the fight. You know I can't be able to handle this." And then the dumbest line in the history of Dragon Ball Z comes up where it says, "No, I wanted to give you a chance. Now I've burnt up all my energy."
This is Goku
What?
telling Vegeta.
Yeah.
That
You
was
were
Goku
just
telling.
capping on Vegeta just now. How does
And
that
then it's
feel?
like I need to power up before I need to power up to get enough energy to defeat him. Like, how much time do you need? And it was what, how many minutes?
I think it was 5.
What is up with that 5 minutes?
But
I don't know.
In Dragon Ball Z, 5 minutes
That's
is
5
3 days.
days. Yo.
That's what Vegeta said in this fight. 5 minutes is an eternity. And then then Goku warns Vegeta, says, Vegeta, since you're already dead, if he kills you this time, you won't exist anymore. Please be careful. And then
Yeah.
Vegeta says the line, thanks, but I'm already dead anyway. Best line ever.
I really felt for
Oh,
Vegeta
is
when
that
Goku
that
said
you
that.
giving Vegeta a compliment? Yeah.
Yes, because he admitted it. After he admits it, I can give him all the praise he wants. It's fine. He admitted. Welcome to the club. At least you admit it.
Okay. And then?
Oh, he fights against Vegeta. It was the saddest.
Yeah,
You know the
it was
moment.
No, you gotta give Vegeta props, because that was one dude. Like,
No,
we
it was
always
one.
talk about Goku, but Vegeta has like tenacity for days.
He could take a
Yeah.
punch.
That's
Because
one guy, he doesn't stay down, and he was even still spitting. He's even still spitting those Vegeta lines, still spitting,
no,
saying dialogue. What did you think, that I was just gonna sit down and roll over? I'm the prince of all Saiyans. You're a clown.
he said. I can't believe I still remember that line from Vegeta of all characters. He said, "You are no warrior. Yeah, you are just a piece of old spit out chewing gum." That's when Boo literally turned his whole head backwards to look at him.
Hey, Boo was taking offense.
Then when he charged, he uses, I think it was the Big Bang attack. Boo opens his chest. It was so cute. But that beatdown, as awesome as it was, leads to the moment that Hercule thinks this is a dream.
I must be dreaming. I must be
And
dreaming.
because it's a dream, he can take on Boo. And
That's why I told you guys in the previous episode that Hercule has the guts to fight some of the strongest villains on earth, even though he knows he doesn't stand a chance, he still tries.
You know, with the
No,
power.
Hercules' power is delusion because he didn't know who Cell was.
Delulu is the Sululu. That's what it is.
He didn't know who Cell was. He didn't know what Cell was. He just thought it was a tournament and that this guy is a monster. And then he thought that Cell was using special effects for some reason.
Yeah.
Boo.
Kandene.
He saw Boo wipe out the entire planet, and then he told himself it's a dream. That if he beats Boo, he'll wake up. And the only thing that kept Boo from killing him was that he fell on his knees and started begging. But then something kept him from finishing him off. It's like your moves are, not Piccolo. Goku figured out like his moves are suddenly gone slow. Why? Then he realizes, oh, there's something holding him back. It turns out it was the back. It was.
Oh, Fat Boo.
Yeah. Fat Boo. Then he spits him out like a piece of old chewing gum. Then we have the Boo fights. That's when Goku, by all reasonable explanation, it should have been 5 minutes at the point. That's why Vegeta's like, what the hell is going on? Turns out, poof. He's bent out completely. He can't do Super Saiyan 3 anymore. He's too tired. And the fact that Vegeta just smiles, that makes me laugh. Like, I would have snipped his neck clean off his shoulders. After that beatdown, I mean, did you see how awkward my face was when he was choking me with that tentacle around my neck? I had this biggest, ugly face. And how undignified for a prince.
When does the spirit bomb come into play?
I'm still trying to figure that part out.
That's when
I think it was Vegeta's idea, man.
Yeah, no, Vegeta speaks to what's his name?
Okay.
The Supreme Kais and says, "Get to Namek, get the Dragon Balls, wish back Earth, including everybody."
The strategist.
Yeah, look, when he's weaker, look at the plan, look at the strategy.
When he's weaker, he's definitely Batman. If Piccolo's not around, he's the most Batman to ever Batman.
I like the fact that in hell, Frieza was admitting it. It's like, Vegeta, you're an exceptional tactician. No one can fault you in that. But you fault your best strategy on trusting the humans who wouldn't do anything to help you. That's up until Mr. Hercule had to take his moment in the sun, I guess. Everybody like, hail Satan.
Well, I mean, let's just speak about how Vegeta had to convince people. People of the earth. They're like, okay, calm down, Vegeta. Like, okay.
No, dude, I just got beat up by a pink purple man that blew up the planet. You guys don't even understand what happened. He's coming back again. He went into the afterlife to kill people again. Like, this is the biggest menace of all time. And I literally just got kicked in the teeth for the last 2 hours. Give us
the best y'all can do is just raise your flipping arms. That's
fun. It first started with Goku asking for them to raise their hands up, and the result, Piccolo and them, Gohan, oh yeah, everyone was wished back. Videl was.
I think Uba even raised his hands. You know, you remember his friend from Dragon Ball, the Indian kid.
Oh yeah.
The Native American.
Videl starts crying because how dare you die? You had been so scared, Gohan. And then Chichi was like, "How dare you cry in front of cry about my baby? How dare you? It's my baby." And like, Bomber's like, "Face it, he ain't your baby anymore." And I was thinking, wow.
Yeah, at that moment, you really saw how much Videl really loved Gohan, because she basically was a damsel in distress, probably for the first time in her life.
Anyway,
because she's usually this tough, this tough girl.
No, Popovich beat that out of her. Yo.
Ever since then, she was like, sharp. Her father's genes took over. Her father just took over after that. It was like, you know what? This is how we do things in our family.
She was fighting him. She was doing the best that she can, but Popovich was
like, Yeah,
And
this
so
shit
much
helps.
so that I'm like, okay, if we're doing all of these callbacks in Dragon Ball Super, bring back Spopovich so Gohan can at least get that one-on-one. Come
You
on.
know, you violated my wife.
We have to fight.
I would have gone to the afterlife to find him down. It's like he doesn't have a body. Give him a body. Yeah, man. Give him a body. I want
now.
give him a body right now.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I
That's
just want
all
to
I
talk.
want.
Just wanna talk. Just wanna talk. So yeah. Anyway.
So then people don't believe him. Don't believe this Goku person. She keeps begging. Some people put up their hands. They feel tired afterwards. They're like, no, it's a trick. Don't do it. And then Piccolo has the bright idea to go and convince people downstairs. Like if they won't believe a voice they just heard, maybe they'll believe us and then they do it then do it together. Then they go off to different parts of the world. Piccolo empties out an entire amusement park.
Or was it an amusement park?
Yeah, and
The
Trunks
Z
and
fighters need social media. Nobody knows who these guys are, and the whole
And he
reason that the
loves.
planet is still standing.
what gets me going is that Trunks and Gotenks land in a farm and says, "Guys, raise your hands up." And the farmers don't listen. They just say, "Okay, if you work on these cornfields with us, we'll give you some of this corn." And they say, "Yay, let's go get
Yeah,
some
then they
food."
start eating corn. But they're kids, man. What did you expect?
Now, I understand the kids. When you see beans float down from on high in a world where you think the only things that should be flying are birds and planes, and then they tell you to listen to this voice that's telling you to raise up your hands, you immediately decide to give these quote unquote angels a job.
But
That's all I'm querying.
that's actually realistic. Like human beings, we don't have what's this? A sense of urgency at times, bro.
Hey,
We really don't.
Well, I'm just
global
saying for the
warming.
fact that there's all these earth-shattering battles that shake the earth all the time and nobody investigates. What's along?
I mean,
Like,
Cell
Like you
literally caused
said,
an earthquake around the whole planet when it was powering up.
the dog is a president, so or a cat. So Dragon Ball logic.
no, it's so weird. Like,
That
I was looking at the Red Ribbon Army. I was like, how did some of y'all get into this army? Like, one of them is a monkey, the other one is a wolfman,
yeah.
and the other one is I don't know, you or something or the other. And I'm just like, where are they recruiting from? Where is
Yeah.
General Red getting these people from? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
That is the Red Ribbon Army. Everybody is equal. There is no discrimination. Do you want to work in the army? Sure, it's fine. E is equals to everyone. Man, woman, dog, cat.
That's the most inclusive
That is
You
company.
That's the most impressive company. They're like, you know what? We could use a wolf. We haven't seen any wolf techniques. Come in. Do you have any
Like,
bird
yo,
friends?
no, but the wolf is just using a gun. I'm like, what is your wolf thing? Like, you have a whole face of a wolf and you're just using grenades. Like, that's normal.
Then use your instincts. There you go. You've got killer instincts, right? You can shoot. No, take the gun. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, we're not racist here.
We're not racist.
Just because you're a wolf, we don't assume that you
don't
have.
And then they just had a big pink, like, maybe this was the original design for Boo or it wasn't inspired Boo, but in Dragon Ball, like, Goku fights this big pink thing that can just bounce off of him. That he can just bounce off of. And I'm just like, how does the recruiting process work? And then there's a ninja who's not even a ninja. Like, Kurosawa, what was it? Well, I forget his name, but that ninja was horrible. Like, Goku figured him out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, because of the reverse flag. Why did you have the flag? Why didn't you paint the flag both sides in a style?
Anyway, I'm just saying the whole world is so strange. Like, the more you think about it outside of the fights and everything, you're just like, how does this actually make any sense?
That
That world
dinosaurs and
doesn't make sense at all.
pterodactyls. That pterodactyls, T-Rexes, dinosaurs, and
Some
then
of
the
them
farm.
talk, some of
And
them
then-
don't.
And then the
And
flying
then-
cars.
And there are flying cars, and then there are farms with cows and sheep.
And then the dinosaurs enter tournaments. I'm like, how are you fighting regular martial artists?
How-
Like, there's
how-
just dudes there that are normal, and
I
there's a
still-
whole dinosaur.
How do you join? How do you open a farm knowing that a T-Rex might just mice in one day and eat your cows?
Like,
What security measures do you have to keep the T-Rexes away?
guys, when Toriyama was doing Dragon Ball, he was already in 2023. He was PC.
He was all inclusive. They, them's, Kiri, they were
No,
Everything.
everyone.
and then also there was a woman who basically won her fights by stripping. I was like, yo, okay, Akira, this is. I'm like, how did you get to the final round? How did you get past the dinosaur man? Like, what was your plan if you had to fight the dinosaur man? Was it to strip? Okay, anyway.
You see, every technique can be used to win tournaments. You don't have to be super strong. You can be super smart. You can be super freaky. You can be super smelly. There was that one character who smelled so bad.
Oh
And
yeah,
Krillin won because he didn't have a nose or something.
which makes no sense because he does have a nose. We just don't see it because he was sniffing things. Anyway, I'm just saying. Getting back to the Boo saga. So now we're at the point where they think to use the spirit bomb.
Yeah.
And what's this? And I think this is also the beginning of the humility of Hercule. I think because
Yeah.
Hercule realizes that how useless he is in this situation. He's like, this is the only thing that I can do.
It's
He
how
made a comment out of frustration, and people
he got
recognized his voice.
he got pissed off because
Yeah.
first Goku tries to get help, nobody helps him. Then he says, Vegeta, you try to talk to them, and King Kai specifically says, Vegeta, be patient.
Mm.
You don't expect people who've lived their ordinary lives to expect to listen to a voice that speaks from the sky, and then like it starts with people of the earth, raise up your hands. Nobody does that. Okay, then it's like, I'll try again. People of the earth, raise your hands up right now, or you're all gonna die.
But tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how right now while we're speaking, you just hear a voice out of nowhere telling you to raise your hands, otherwise you're gonna die. Will you believe them, bro?
That's the thing that King Kai was trying to tell.
No, but the other
Vegeta.
thing is, we live in the Dragon Ball universe. How many things have you seen? Like Cell wiped out entire like
Cities.
cities, and
Dude,
then
Nappa.
unless when
And
you
let's
get
not
wished
forget
back, unless when you
the,
get wished back, you get rebooted or something.
and let's not forget that the man who's asking you to raise up the hands is also responsible for reducing a city to glass.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like people of Earth have seen, like, y'all saw the fight between Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Boo. Like, some of you guys commented on that. I think, like, just raise the hands up. Like, Chief, this is a weird universe.
But if they had done that, then there would be no point for Hercule to be there. And Akira had to explain why on earth Goku would have the compassion to save Hercule, a gigantic fraud, over his own son, his firstborn.
Sons.
But
Oh,
the other thing,
sons.
yeah,
Shit.
the other thing was is that, like, I guess the other thing is, like, it was down to the wire, so Goku just had to grab whoever was closest.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can. That's the only way I can connect the dots in my head.
The only person that I'm not quite sure why they were even there to begin with is Dende, but
He's the healer
No,
guy.
Dende was the white mage, but at the same time, Dende was the one who could go speak to the Namekians and
Yeah,
talk to
also
them.
about the Dragon Balls, because they needed the Dragon Balls to wish back Earth.
Earth.
yeah, so they needed a familiar voice to hear them all.
Yeah, so
And let's not forget, not only people from Earth raised their hands, the Namekians also raised their hands up, by the way. People forget that.
Because I remember in GT it was everybody from the entire galaxy that
The
did that.
universe.
Yeah, the universe.
It was the entire universe. I don't know how. And you know what also gets me going? And it's a nitpick retcon that also frustrates me is that. Do you know how long it took for Goku to gather the energy from a different planet to fight against Frieza? It took a long ass time.
Yeah.
But then the energy for this spirit bomb to go not just to another planet, but to two whole dimensions.
He's been training the Spirit Bomb, Chief. He's mastered another level.
Yeah, no, you can tell that Akira was
How
just
did you
tired.
train the spirit bomb?
You don't know. You just do.
Akira was just tired, guys. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Was like, you know what?
I'm
done.
gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say nothing because eventually Hercule snaps and is like, "You idiots! Why don't you raise your hands?" Like, "Oh my God, mom! Did you hear? That's Hercule." Then he realizes, "I can't be. It can't be Hercule. Yeah, that's the champ. I mean, I swear."
No,
That's
there's
when
one guy.
Hercule.
If there's one guy who can cut a promo, it's Hercule.
That's when Hercule. That's when Hercule said, "No, I'm the one fighting. Sorry for using all these different voices. I'm busy fighting against Boo, so I didn't want him to know that what is going on. But please, raise your bare hands." I like the way he says, "I'm fighting Boo," and then he looks at Vegeta and says, "I'm sorry, but it's the only believe
Yeah,
me,
because
I'm the one who
Vegeta was
says
pissed off.
like,
Vegeta was so pissed off.
I would be dog. You know how many times I've
the
been
amount
punched
of
in the
pain.
face. The amount of I got choked, I got disrespected, and now you're taking credit.
And
Oh
also,
no,
I think the fact that Vegeta couldn't even come up with a second wish, because I remember
oh
after he wished.
no, he didn't say that to Vegeta. He said it to Goku. Vegeta was busy he was getting thrashed at that point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again, there's the thing about Vegeta. He not only got pummeled once, he got pummeled again because he was wished back to life. So he basically had his energy back.
Oh, and Goku had a blonde moment for someone. Oh, so you're good now.
Yeah, because it's like, oh,
Oh.
look, your halo's gone. Well, the verdict's in. You're a good guy now. And it's like,
Yeah. Anyway,
so that.
Side note, that's my favorite costume of Vegeta. I know people like the
yeah.
Saiyan armor, but
I
that's my
wanted to say
favorite
that. I
costume.
wanted to say that earlier, actually.
What,
For me, I would say the top two is the Buu, Majin Buu, which is number one. The other one is the Cell Saga.
but the white gloves, guys, do that make sense?
No, but when
No,
have the
but he's a
Saiyans ever made
germaphobe,
sense?
isn't it?
Hmm?
Isn't Vegeta a germaphobe?
No,
Makes sense.
no. All the characters from Frieza's army, when they wear the uniform, their gloves, some of their gloves are white. And for me, it was always thinking, how practical is that? Because you're going to be holding dirt, grime. There's no way you're going to do
Blood.
backflip,
Eh.
blood, guts, and everything. No, shame. White gloves are perfect. He punched a hole through Zarbon with his white gloves.
They
Oh,
clean
man.
easy, Chief.
They're self-cleaning.
Yeah, no.
Nothing clean stains than key energy.
Mm.
Watch.
Well, considering how key energy can't even damage clothing if you're too weak, I'm guessing it's the same rules for bloods and guts.
I guess so. Because that doesn't make sense. Anyway, back to the fight. Finally, Goku gets the energy he needs for the spirit bomb. It becomes this massive thing.
Mm.
And then it's just like, okay, Vegeta, back away. And Vegeta's like,
That was funny. Because he's literally just like, throw it, you idiot.
and then that's also what kills is like, Boo sees this, like, oh. Vegeta can crawl away. Like, just shoot the damn thing. And then Boo's like, he looks at him, looks at Vegeta, looks back up. Oh, okay, no. Steps on Vegeta. Like, okay. That's one thing you need to learn about King Boo is that he's evil, but he's not stupid. That's the one thing. If this is any advantage he can make, he will take it. Then, of course, he had to be pushed away by Fat Boo. Then Hercule had to pick up, in the most dishonorable way, pick up poor Vegeta and carry him off. I would rather prefer death than be carried off like that. Anyway.
How did you carry?
Like a bag of potatoes over the shoulders.
But that's how everybody gets carried in Dragon Ball.
I know. I was like, so undignified. Just.
I mean, when Piccolo kidnapped Gohan, he carried him like a suitcase.
This is what I'm asking myself is, are these people honorable, Zifa? Is it like, like how Ichigo gets like a substitute Shinigami badge?
Yeah.
Are they like honorary Z fighters. I'm talking about people
No.
like Yajirobe,
No,
Hercule.
I give it to Yajirobe. Hercule, I can't. Yajirobe actually got punched and was in the field and had to take
No,
punches from Vegeta.
Yajirobe was a legit Z fighter because he was sent to go train with the original Z fighters back in the Saiyan arc. So he's
He
one of
just
the troops.
decided not to.
He just retired early.
He just
I mean,
No,
he did more good than Yamcha, but then he decided, you know what, I've done my service to the world. I'm out.
no, that's one guy who was just like, mm-mm.
He
The
after
minute he saw people can blow up mountains, he was like, me and my sword are good. Let's go home.
I'll give you guys sense of beans. That will be my role going forward. I'll just when Corin tells me to give you guys sense of beans, I'll just come through, give you guys sense of beans and vamos. He
You
basically
heard
is
how
the
he was
Wong.
panicking.
I'm the
You
bean
heard how he
daddy.
was panicking when they were there with when they were taking baby Trunks to the battlefield with Bulma, and he's just like,
You
"What are
know,
we doing here? What exactly are
with
we
a
achieving here?"
baby.
He
Oh
is
yeah, I
is
forgot
the
to add.
Wong of the Dragon Ball universe.
I wanted to add that, you know, as much as I criticize Goku and Vegeta for bad parenting, Bulma is right there up there. I mean, taking your
No, the
how many
briefs. The
the
briefs
briefs
themselves,
are just
they are terrible. They just let Bulma traipse around the world and go get shot at by the Red Ribbon Army. And then when she's home, it's like, "What do you want for lunch?" Where were you?
At
You skipped
16, bro.
school?
You know,
Oh, you're dating a bandit now. Okay, that's fine. Should we make him lunch as well? Oh, you're
you know,
dating an alien now who almost killed us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
okay.
killed
the
your
same alien,
ex-bandit boyfriend, by the way?
and that alien knocked you up. Honey, are you telling me you're pregnant with an alien?
The brief family just let whatever. They just let
Yeah,
whatever slide.
yeah.
Oof.
Who cares? You're billionaires.
Yeah. Anyway,
Chichi was the only one who actually was actively involved in the kids' lives, even though she's contradictory, I guess.
so I think Boo tried to. There was this mini beam battle, wasn't there? Or he just
No,
tried to stop it with his bare hands.
he caught the spirit bomb with his bare hands, sliding and stopped. And it's like, wow, how? And then he started pushing it back. Goku tried to push it towards him, and it was this big ass struggle. And you realize that Goku doesn't have enough energy to finish the job, basically. And Vegeta decides, well, if he can't strengthen Kakarot, we need to strengthen the spirit bomb. So he told Hercule, ask these people to give them more energy. And the King Kai was like, no. They've given them all they can. Either to give some more, they'll be tapping into their life source. They'll all die.
Mhm.
And they're like, that if this doesn't work, they're all dead anyway. So he tells Hercule, tell them to get more. And then Hercule eventually shows an ounce of humanity and stands up to Vegeta as like, I've been a shameless fraud my whole life. But these people believed in me, and they still believe in me. For me to ask them this is to betray their trust, and that's too much for me. And Vegeta was like, that's when then he picks what's his name up. Hercule was like, listen here, they're alive because of me. If it wasn't for me and the Dragon Balls, these people would still be dead. Then it clicks, wait, we still have a wish, don't we?
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh because this whole fight, the
The
dragon was
Namekians are
quietly
waiting.
watching.
And the Namekians are waiting for a second wish because we've been asking Vegeta. He told us he wants his 10 shoes and he was joking.
Yeah,
Like, yo.
he after the two wishes, it's just like the third wish can be whatever. But at that moment, the
Wait, what
whole
was the
fight
first wish? The first wish was to restore the planet.
to restore the planet Earth, and then the second one was to wish back everybody who died since the world tournament.
Since the arrival of Majin Buu or something like
No,
that.
yeah, because he had to make sure that not arrival of Majin Buu. Since
No,
the world,
it was like anybody who was affected by the margin anything
Yes.
or
yeah,
whatever. So
Yeah.
it's that whole thing of when, like, I remember when they did it when they were talking when Kinkai was talking to Kami, and he was like, if her mother passed away because
yeah.
of Frieza's actions, or was it Vegeta's actions or something, does that count, and will she be wished back and whatever? So
Mm.
like
So no,
that was a nice callback
but
on Akira's part.
Vegeta insisted on having to say that because he said that the people that he killed wouldn't come back if they just said wish back people who were killed by Boo. And that is the thing that actually made him a good guy. He cared enough about the people he murdered. And that's why he got wished back to life.
Mm.
Anywho, oh, I wanted to comment on the fact that usually the dragons are very impatient.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, maybe he was enjoying himself. You know, he hasn't seen
Farunga
any
was
action.
watching the fight. It's like, is that Majin Buu?
No, I think like because Shenron doesn't have time for anybody. Shenron wants to go
Yeah.
home.
Purunga's a bit
Purunga's,
patient.
yeah, Purunga's he likes to chill.
Oh, and we can't forget the part where during the fight where they're in hell and everybody's watching this fight, and it's like, who's the one who's the one in pink? He's giving Goku a tougher fight than
Dabura.
I did, and he quit against me. And then
Oh, that's
Babaji is like, I'm the one responsible for that madman. I taught him everything he knows about fighting. Like, you must be a terribly good fighter. Oh wow, you're real smart for an ogre. Why don't you come around for a few lessons sometime? I'll definitely take you up on that, sir. When he goes
Oh,
behind the
wow.
when he goes behind the mountain, he goes like, "You disrespectful, disgusting boy! How dare you do this to Bumedi? Do it, Goku! Beat the Boo!"
That's
That's
Babaji,
Babidi. That was
Babaji,
oh,
Babaji was
oh,
like,
okay.
"Beat him!"
Which is filler and also confusing because it's just like I thought when you're in hell you don't have a body. So
Yeah.
how like that
Exactly.
was very confusing.
But I just wanted to add at that part where they finally make the last wish. This Goku gets his energy restores. He turns Super Saiyan. He catches the spirit bomb. He throws it back, and then Boo's like realizing that he's not going to be able to fight. He's not going to be able to deflect this attack. And you just watch everybody in hell, and you just see Frieza like this. Why am I not surprised? He's the saltiest one of the whole
Yeah,
group.
he's not pleased.
Well,
Everybody else is happy, but he's not.
while Babidi is like, this is what joy must feel like. Frieza will never. That's why this whole 10 code of Frieza becoming quasi a good guy during the whole uh, tournament of power art
Of
thing.
power.
It doesn't make sense. If Frieza wasn't happy at the fact that these two Saiyans are winning a fight
Winning.
against the ultimate evil that would have destroyed him along with everyone else, how on earth do you think
It
he was
tells
going
you
to suddenly
everything you need
become
to know.
a cooperative backup ally that Goku can rely on? Never.
He's way too proud than to be
Ew.
happy for some monkeys.
What is this? What are you talking about? What is this tournament of power? I've never heard of it.
Finally, the delusion finally hit. The millennial insomnia. It had
What?
amnesia.
Huh? There was Frieza was back. He was killed. He was dead.
Did this
Wait,
happen?
who?
You know?
This
Never
fan
happened.
fiction. This fan
Yeah,
fiction.
some very strong fan fictions out there, I can admit.
Phew.
So what happens? How does Goku get a bit of a boost?
No,
No, like we talked about it.
Oh, the last wish.
The last wish is to restore Goku to full strength so that he can go Super Saiyan and push this thing. And then Buu gets disintegrated.
with the
Which-
most
Wait. You know, guys, I don't know if I'm the only one. Maybe it's the Mandela effect. But the one that I remember, the Z that I remember, Goku defeated Buu in his base home.
no.
No. He goes Super Saiyan. It's there
goes
in the
Super-
video games as well. Like if you throw it in the video games, he does the whole thing, gets tired, gets up, goes Super Saiyan, does the whole you were strong, I wish you were a good guy. I'll see you again next time, wada, and boom.
Then boom. Yeah. Just like that.
I don't know.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the attack in Dragon in the games. It has a specific name.
Yeah. But like, yeah, he does go Super Saiyan, and then he pushes the thing, and then when he's done, he goes back to his base form, and then he
It
gives
is like
the
he's
people a
exhausted.
thumbs up.
They both give each other the thumbs up, and they both laugh like friends. Two Saiyan rivals, eternal enemies, and now they've become friends. That's how it ends. Like,
More like best
yay.
friend. That's why I keep saying that after that team up, Krillin stopped being the best. We still think Krillin is
Hey,
the
sir.
best friend, but he's no longer the best friend.
Krillin.
No, I think Akira, if you ask him who Krillin is, he goes, who?
No. I think you'd know who Krillin is because he gave Krillin a family. He's like, you know what? You've taken so many L's, and you just keep trying.
Gonna give you the
Gonna
hottest
give you
chick.
a hot wife, and you're gonna have proof that you guys have been smashing because you have a baby that you named after your first ex-girlfriend. That's
And then, yeah, but the Hercule wanted to be sure. Is he dead? Is he gone? Are you sure? You know. But anyway, so they go back to what? Coming?
Yeah, I think everybody goes back to Kami.
The lookout.
they go back to
Yeah.
the lookout. Then it picks up like a couple of years later where we find Oob.
Yeah. So
This
basically,
is the thing that was I didn't like this ending when we took because I mean for me it was just weird. And I get like people are like, this is what Goku does, but I'm just like, no, I feel like this is just Akira trying to end the series because like the reason Goku leaves and where he goes to, I'm like that's not far. People
You know
can
what I
fly
think?
there.
You know what I think happened? I think the editors probably asked him for another arc. I'm telling you. I think that's what happened because we see an older Trunks, we see an older Goten, we see another tournament, we see Pan, and we see this Oob guy, right? And then I think somewhere he was like, no, guys, no.
I'm tired. Shame.
No,
Goku's
Goku is
gonna
leaving forever. Where he go, I don't know.
You know, to the other, instant transmission, Yana doesn't matter. I think at that point the Kishi was also enough of him. Like the kids are grown.
No, I think like that's why for me, where I ended when I'm rewatching, I just ended after the Spirit Bomb because in my head canon he went back home.
Yeah,
This business of he just flies off to a random place in the lookout. I'm like that one doesn't make sense because he loves Chi-Chi's cooking at the very least. Maybe the relationship is weird, but I'm just saying. That's the only food where he will eat consistently like that. Like maybe the tournament, but I'm like saying the way he knocks back Chi-Chi's food, she's obviously the best.
Yeah.
And then two, it's like, bro, you don't want to just maybe hang out with your granddaughter, which is something that you do in GT. I'm just like, I don't understand why he would just be like, I'm out forever.
And to show that Akira was actually, I don't think he was planning on ending the series anytime soon. You see him like giving Pan ice cream and showing her like the entire area of
certain records on how fast she can fly across the planet. I was like, I mean, Grandpa Goku was busy training that child.
But this thing of making it seem like Pan is stronger than Goten, that didn't make sense. I think Goten just didn't fight.
The only reason he joined the tournament was because of Oob, because apparently, what's his name? King Yama told Goku that he's gonna reincarnate Boo as a good person to see whether he can change his own fate or something like that. I don't know. I'm putting words in his mouth, but that's the only reason he went to the tournament, and the only reason Oob joined the tournament was because, surprise, surprise, his family is hungry.
I'm sure he was the nephew of Nam or something. But like, yeah, I'm just saying. For me,
What's up with the Indians and always starving in the Dragon Ball?
Look, Akira is a brilliant writer, but diversity was never his strong suit. Every black person looks the same, and every Indian person was starving.
And we're talking about someone who we think created a whole world of inclusion.
You know,
it was inclusive, but it didn't mean it was well representative.
Correction, we said the Red Ribbon Army was inclusive. The Red Ribbon Army, white, black, cat, dog.
Yeah, so basically, guys, that is the whole of Dragon Ball Z. If you guys would like us to talk about anything else except Super or GT, as we've mentioned before,
Never
please let us
ever.
know in the comments below. But
I
yeah,
would talk about GT, not Super.
Okay,
yes.
if you want to listen to Buckmeister talk about GT on his own for an hour and a half, please let him know because
It's probably gonna charge you for that, though.
I, I'll,
This time is very precious.
I'll suddenly contract laryngitis. Oh,
So, yeah, basically, we have an announcement to make. Next week, we're gonna be starting with a new series, which is the Bleach series.
Oh, we're starting with
So,
Bleach. Esan, I'm not even caught
what
up yet.
what happened to Young Justice, guys? I'll be asking.
oh, sorry.
Bleach.
Sorry.
I would rather talk Bleach than Young Justice, honestly. I'm trying to catch up on this Young Justice, guys, and I don't have the time for it. And also, I'm just like the melodrama is too much.
It's such a
I think
the
we'll get to
moment
Young Justice one
you
day.
pointed out that it's a soap, I could not unsee it. It's like what
Days of our lives. This one is sleeping with this one. This one has depression. This one has this. And I'm like, guys, it's a superhero show. Are they always like Beast Boy had a whole depression arc? And I'm like, bruh, the whole arc. The whole
super depression because
And then
because
he
you're
gets a
the light.
dog and is no longer depressed.
And I'm just like, guy, I know Beast Boy for making jokes. Like, I understand that he makes jokes as a deflection, but it's not all the time. Oh my god.
And who said Black Canary was the de facto psychologist of the whole Justice League?
That makes no sense. You know who should have been? Jean Johns. Duh. But anyway.
All I'm saying is, like, for me,
Young
Justice is too much.
Are you telling me the alien would have been a better psychiatrist? That alien who's afraid of fire. That one.
Yeah, because
well, for one, he's an actual. He's like a telepath, so he can actually read people's thoughts.
To Professor X being a psychologist. Like, it makes sense. But anyway.
That's one of the things that we realized that I would never be a responsible mutant. If I was Professor Xavier and had his powers, do you know how many exams I'd cheat through?
He's done that, though. Professor X has done that.
There is no way on God's green earth you'd expect me to be disciplined enough not to think, you know what, I can get the answers, but let me be fair.
No, I'm saying Professor X has cheated, though. Like, I think people forget this about him. He used to play rugby, and he used to use his mind powers to see where people were going to tackle him, and he would dodge them.
Oh, yeah, this is when he was still a kid, before he lost his hair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Him and Magneto. You see, that's why I love Magneto. Magneto for life.
Basically,
Magneto's a wow. Anyway, we're going into so many franchises now. So, announcement
guys,
next week. I'm going to see if I can catch up Bleach.
Yeah, look, just watch the first part before we're going to end it. Yeah, before Soul Society. Basically, the introduction of Kuchiki Byakuya and Abarai Renji.
Oh, is that when Rukia gets captured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Daman trains with Umahara or whatever. Urahara. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll catch up to there.
And then, guys, we heard that we are doing Bleach, but listen to me very carefully, ne? Listen to me. I will sooner castrate myself than watch 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Okay.
Yikes.
Jeez.
I'll become a eunuch.
Yeah, we're not going to be touching the theme.
That is for the next generation. You kids afterwards, you can watch it. I've read the manga. I've suffered enough. Don't ask me to suffer this again. I'm so sorry.
It wasn't that. Okay. But anyway.
Okay, guys, we're gonna before this becomes a 4-hour discussion.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, please check out Buckmeister's YouTube channels, Buckmeister Cool Reacts and Meister Geek Media. Also, check out Develo's YouTube channel, KC Media. He has the Netgasm podcast there. He has this Geek Spot. And I'm sure there's other shows that he has on there that he can tell us, or that you can find on his channel.
Soon we'll be dropping Midnight Blasts. We finally got the synopsis right. So every Friday you'll be hearing some awesome new insights about all our favorite animated music videos. Yay!
Nice. And Buckmeister has a cool game called Geek Blast Family. If you have no idea what that is, please check it out on his channel. Quite interesting.
I think it's the Uno universe of the geek world, because you know how Uno can split families apart. I just saw that this one has the potential, because whoa, the things we learned about each other. I was like, no, how could you?
Yeah. So until we meet again, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.